Okay, once you've added the final rooms, what we're going to do is we're going to start duplicating and moving and editing. And obviously, you know how to paint the walls and add flooring, and that's up to you what you do in some of these spaces. First and foremost, this bathroom, how it's going to work. This space is a very small space, and it's going to act like a master bathroom, but also a common bathroom as well. So there's going to be a few ways to work this area. And what you're going to do is we're going to keep this lockout pocket door, but we're going to move this door into the kitchen area by sliding it forward. And obviously right now the door swing itself is swinging into the middle of the bathroom. Go ahead and click on the door and switch the way it swings in. So we want this to swing in and rest against this wall. Go ahead and pause the video and do that quick and come back. Okay, now that we've done that, if I go into my 3D mode, the floor plan itself is very cellular. And what I mean by that is that if I look at the kitchen here, everything is fairly well closed off. And if I go into my this view right here, we want to try to open up this kitchen to be part of the living area. We want a lot more light in the living area as well. So we're going to do that next. So first and foremost, if you've picked a window, and again, we can always move those later, and that's why it's really awesome that an architect and designer can meet with a customer before they build things, and that they can adjust things like this. So I'm going to duplicate this window. I'll put one here for now, and I'll duplicate this window, put one here, duplicate, and I'll go along this wall. Now later on, depending on what we put in this room, we might change the location of these windows, and that's fine. Your bathroom already has a window. Right now your garage doesn't have anything in yet, but let's go ahead and put a window in the kitchen. And again, we may adjust that window, the location, and also the size based on the counters and cabinets, etc. Okay, so making this an open space, what I don't want to do is delete this wall. I actually want to keep this wall because, one, it might be a structural wall, or two, I still want to put different surfaces on these floors. And if I get rid of this wall, it's going to become one giant room, which is kind of the point, but I might want to do different surfaces. So in place doors, what we've worked with so far is a standard door, a pocket door, and if I scroll down just below the pocket door, you can faintly see it. You have what's called an entryway and an archway. And the archway has that rounded top, which is kind of a aesthetic look, which is nice. But for right now, we're going to grab the entryway, and I'm going to drag this right into this room. If you need to pause the video to do that and find it, go ahead and do so now. Okay, so right now, the entryway is nothing more than a large door. So what we're going to do is try to open this entryway up to be almost the width of this wall. So I'm going to click on this, excuse me, and I'm going to drag the slider bar to make it as wide as possible. And I don't want to go beyond the wall, and what I can do is center this. And I'll do a quick save here. And if you go into your 3D mode, you can see how that sort of opens the room now to be one larger space. Perfect. Okay, now the utility is the same thing. I don't need a door that swings open because this might be storage, it might be a washer and dryer. So again, if you want, you can choose the archway, but I'm going to stick with the entryway. So I'm going to pick doors. I'll scroll down. Again, you could use the archway or entryway, and I'm going to drag that right here. And again, I'll make this a little bit wider, but leaving enough room for door casing along the side. Okay, so there's that. Okay, now as far as getting out of the house, right now we don't really have a door. What I'm going to do is grab some French doors. French doors are going to add a lot of light, so you've got some options here. You have window pane French doors, full light French doors, and then you also have sliding glass doors. So I'm going to grab these and drag those into the mix. Let me try that again. And these actually open in, which is fine. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to have them open out. Try that again. There we go. I was clicking the wrong button. Okay. And then finally, we need a way to get into the garage. So this is going back by taking one of these doors, a standard door, duplicating it and dragging it over to this wall. Now right now we don't really know what we're putting in here yet, so I'm not going to adjust the swing. But what we're also going to do in the place doors is we're going to find a garage door. And that's right next to your sliding glass doors, just above the round door. Now, what I'm going to do, and it's up to you, you can either choose this side or this side, depending on where the driveway might be. I'm just going to keep it simple and drag it right here. This is a fairly standard door. You could do two of them if you wanted to, a two-car garage. And that gives you enough room. So that's a 2-bay garage door. If you want to do one garage door, you could obviously stretch the size of it. But again, when you bring in a car, obviously you get out of your car and you can come in here, but we also need a way to get out of your garage. So that's going to be an additional door, a standard door, and we're going to place that right here. Now this door opens out, same thing. We want to keep this door where it actually swings in and rests. Now again, the garage is an area where you're going to need some ventilation based on fumes of the car or whatever you're storing in there. So you're going to take some windows, duplicate those, and throw those in the mix in the garage. Okay, make sure you do a quick save. And if you would like, you can go ahead and put in different floorings and colors in your utility, living and kitchen areas. Go ahead and do that, and then we'll show you how to put in your utilities in the kitchen, cabinets, etc. Same thing with the bathroom. Good luck, and email me if you have any questions.